If you have come to my channel for the first time, start from the first video. Don't start from the fourth video. And if you are not free right now, don't just see for a few seconds or a few minutes. Pause the video, find out some other peaceful time, 15, 20, 30 minutes, and watch it in full. That's how you will be able to benefit. It's only 25 to 30 minutes, 15 minutes in a week. But you need to develop the belief that it is helpful for you. All of you are wondering, and many people have written to me that when the insurance lectures will start. As you can see, that the foundation of thoughts have to be very good before we start learning any domain. So I am spending a few lectures on building a strong foundation of thoughts and developing a worldview by which the lectures of insurance you will be able to benefit multifold. So they will follow, but not immediately. What you need to do is to move in the right direction with the right set of thoughts, with the right set of people towards your goals, and don't stop, just keep moving. In my last video, I told you about the eight factors which are shaping our life. We know it or we don't know it. I have already discussed the four factors which are our decisions, our goals, our self image, and our expectation. Now you will be having some idea that something needs to be done, and I ensure you that if you watch my videos, you will be able to develop the skills that you will be able to do it yourself. So stay with me. After completion of this second video of this chapter, you will benefit by open mindedness to all these eight factors, and you will have more control over your life. Now I will tell you about the remaining four factors. So pay attention, pause the video, grab a cup of tea, and watch carefully till the end. The fifth point in this set of eight factors is our belief systems. It is so important to break the status quo and think out of the box. Since our childhood, a lot of beliefs have been planted in our minds by our parents, by our society, by our friends, by our teachers, that this is correct, this is not correct, this is doable, this is not doable. Someone will say this, and someone will think bad about it, and so many things. And somehow these all suggestions or messages have gone into our minds, and we have developed a certain set of belief systems, which is not at all correct. So we need to think about it, what we can do about our beliefs. We cannot live the whole life with a set of wrong beliefs. Now I will give you a solution how to start thinking about it. Just think about one thing which you believe, and still your heart says this is not correct or this is not good. So just try to do it otherwise. Identify anything, like you act obediently or too obediently because you have been told that it has to be done very obediently. So stop being too obedient, just try, and you will be amazed that it is so, people accept everything so nicely. And whatever is hurting you, your life, your career, your happiness, because of your wrong self beliefs, now it will become in control of you. So just start with something very small today. The sixth factor in this set of eight factors is our associates. A man is known by the company he keeps. The ideas, the suggestions that we receive from the people around us shape our worldview and everything about us. So we need to be very ruthless in filtering the people we wish to be associated with. Most of us like to be around people who praise us and who are weaker than us. So, that in fact is momentarily giving us a sense of pride, but in the long run, that is giving us a very deep damage. We are living in a false world. Birds of a feather flock together. We seem to enjoy the company of people who are like us, not different than us or better than us. Then, how will we grow? We need to develop a company of successful, ambitious, positive, growth oriented people, intelligent people, everything more than us. That is how we grow. I will give you a tip today to know how to select your associates. Identify only one person in your close network, in your family, in your friends, in your office, or wherever, who has a very big influence of on you. You are spending a lot of time with him, but he is very negative, or he is a useless chap, but you somehow seem to enjoy the company. So just ruthlessly stay away from him, get away from him. This one very small and very big courageous action will help you create a space in your life, in your minds, and in your time where you can have space for someone who is more intelligent, more valuable, more helpful, and without making any additional space. Now you take that action and let me know what happened. The seventh factor in this set of eight factors is our habits. Perhaps this was the biggest discovery for me when I came to know that one bad habit attracts a flock of other bad habits, and similarly, one good habit attracts a flock of other good habits. And on the other hand, if we get rid of one bad habit, all other bad habits have a chance to disappear. So be very careful. Listen to this very carefully because it can change your life. 70% of whatever we do habitually. In fact, 30% of the time we are sleeping. The fact is that it is very difficult to develop a good habit. People fail many times to develop a good habit. And the bad habits they develop on their own. Commonly found weak or bad habits are like getting up late, not taking interest in work, procrastination, wasting time, not planning your day, talking too much, be very loud in speaking. Sometimes people cannot speak softly, and so many bad habits which we want to get rid of, but we don't know how to get rid of it. So, the way to get rid of a bad habit is to practice an opposite habit. Like if you are in the habit of getting up late, set a target that you will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, there is science. Our brain reacts to our suggestions slowly, and within 1 week, you will start getting up at 5 o'clock. So, when you want to replace a bad habit with a good habit, you need to do exactly opposite of it and do it very regularly, consistently. You can get rid of any bad habit. I will tell you in more detail about this because this is a very important thing how to get rid of bad habits, and it happens in 21 days. And there are certain affirmations. Affirmations are certain things we talk to ourselves, try to convince ourselves, believe it, and then things start slowly moving in that direction. So I will have a bigger discussion on this, how to build strong habits and get rid of the old habits. The eighth and the final factor in this set of eight factors is our daily routine. If you differentiate between the daily routine of a successful person, of an unsuccessful person, a struggler, or a person who is on the way to a success, you can easily identify the differences. The daily routine of a successful person is very powerful. It is full of a lot of activities, lot of productive activities, and it is a very high energy daily routine. So I will give you a tip on how to get more out of your daily routine and how to be in control of your time. Divide your day in three parts. First, as you get up, spend a lot of time on planning the day, do some meditation, read some book, spend time with the family, go out, and make the most of it. So this first slot is for you. Second slot is your work hours. In the big slot, again you divide it into four slots of 60 minutes each and concentrate on the most tough jobs in the initial slot. And the final slot is the evening slot that you spend with your family, watch a movie, go out, do whatever you want. That is your leisure time and your family time. So, by doing this, dividing your day in three powerful slots, you will have time for everything. Now, after watching these two chapters on the eight factors, I'm sure you are beginning to develop a new sense of confidence and happiness, and moreover, a lot of awareness that things can be managed if we take proactive actions. Now, you have already watched the four videos and you are through 4% of this 360-degree growth. I congratulate you for this if you have seen all the four videos fully. This is a very special training which nobody gives, no college gives, no university gives, nobody gives. And that is why people ask for mentorship. Listen to the video in the car before sleeping and notice your career and your life take off to a level which you have never thought of. In the next chapter, I will give you 10 tools which, if you start implementing immediately, your performance at work and at home will increase by at least 20 to 30% with immediate effect. You will have more time to spend on your learning, on your planning, and your growth. And naturally, family will also be very happy. You will be able to spend more time with them. What I am asking you to do, and even watching this video, is a right brain activity. It is very easy to turn the video off and go to party or go to sleep or whatever. But this 15-20 minutes of a weekly dose is a right brain activity. So don't give up. Still, only 5% of people will be able to do it. This is so sad. But that is how it has been. It will always be like that. So just make sure you don't land up on the 95% side who are not able to do it. Just make every effort to be on the 5% side. And it is possible. Just watch my videos carefully, try to follow the messages, and practice what I am telling you. Slowly, you will develop. 15 to 30 minutes in a week will bring a big change in your life and in your career within 6 months. And 6 months will pass like this. Now, the decision is yours. But I am with you. I will see you in the next video.